Hi everyone, so in this video I'm doing a tiny aquarium painting on this long piece of wood, and the reason why I did this was for my dad for Father's Day, and he actually gave me this piece of wood. I don't remember how long ago it was, but a while ago he had this piece of wood lying around and he said that he just liked the shape of it and it just felt nice and sturdy, so he gave it to me just to have, but I decided to paint something on it for him for Father's Day because since he liked the piece of wood, I thought he'd like a painting for me on it as well. I decided to do an aquarium on it because I know he likes to go fishing, even though he doesn't go fishing that often anymore, but I know he used to go fishing a lot a few years ago, and I've gone fishing with him and my sister before, so I thought that fish would be a good thing to paint on this, and also since aquariums are long anyway, the size of the board of the little piece of wood would kind of match the size of a regular aquarium. And so the first thing I did was I painted it white, then I sanded it down to smooth it out, then I painted it white and sanded it, and I did that a few times until it was nice and smooth, and then I painted the whole thing blue, and then I started painting on plant life and fish and anything that's in an aquarium, and I was going to sketch it out first, but then I decided I would just go straight in with the paint, and I'm using a mixture of my Liquitex acrylic paint as well as some cheaper dollar store paint because I couldn't get a nice teal blue color with my Liquitex paint. I don't think I have the right colors to make that yet, but so I mixed that with my cheaper acrylic paint, the like dollar, I think it's like dollar acrylic paint or maybe even 50 cents, I don't know, but it's cheaper than the other paint I got, but I have been using that paint for a really long time, and I only just recently got the Liquitex acrylic paint, and as I was painting this, I realized that I didn't make the water dark enough. So I was already done, like, the fish and a bunch of plants, so I had to go in and, like, darken all the water in behind everything, but I'll do that soon. It's coming up soon. And I had a lot of fun choosing all the different colors for the fish, and fish aren't too terribly difficult to draw. I just looked up a bunch of pictures of real aquariums, and I just based this one off of those, and I just love how, like, water and, like, coral reefs and stuff are really, really colorful, so I tried to put a lot of color into this. So it's kind of like an aquarium, coral reef kind of thing. It's like a really, it's like a tropical aquarium, I guess that's what you could call it. And I used to have a fish tank many years ago, but we don't have it anymore because all the fish died and it was just too hard to take care of. It was just taking up a lot of space, I guess. And I guess we kind of lost interest in having a fish tank, but I'm sure in the future we'll get another fish tank because it's just really cool to watch them swim around the tank. And I'm sure now that we're all like older, me and my sister, we can take care of it better because we were a lot younger when we had the fish tank before. But fish are one of my favorite animals and one of my favorite pets to have. It's just kind of sad because it's hard to find the right conditions for them because they do need a large tank, and I feel bad for any fish that's like in a tank that's too small for it. So as you can see, I just painted the whole thing in and made it go from a dark blue up to a very light sky blue. So I made it kind of have a gradient because that's kind of like what water looks like, especially if you're in a lake or an ocean or something. The light comes from above and then the light slowly gets less and less as you get to deeper waters. And when I was editing this video, I tried to kind of have a combination of slower clips to faster clips because I think it's fun to watch someone paint slowly. There's just something relaxing about it. And this is about, I think, like 2 times sped up or maybe even 3 times sped up. But there's some parts that I sped it up 10 times. But I like to keep a balance between the two. And there were some parts where I should have had my camera on manual focus, but I didn't. So it was just focused on my hand the whole time. So I had to cut those out because it looked really bad and kind of hard to look at because you can't even see what I'm painting because it's so blurry. And I really, really enjoyed painting the fish. I enjoyed putting on a bunch of like bright colors like these leaves here, and that's one of the parts when my hand was in focus instead of the painting, but these leaves are really fun to draw. I like that they're kind of a minty green color, and I just like overall really, really enjoyed the whole process painting this. It was just a lot of fun. And since this artwork is really, really long, it was hard to get a good picture of it because it's just like not a very good aspect ratio to put on like Instagram or something because it's so long. So I'm still debating how I'm going to post that, but I guess you'll see once this video is out. I actually have another piece of wood like this, except for it's thinner and a lot longer, but it's pretty much the same height. but it's really, really long. Like I'd say it's almost a meter long, and I'm planning on doing some kind of artwork on that. So let me know if you want me to record it if I do end up painting another long scene like this, because they're just really fun and really relaxing. I didn't want to go too crazy making it look realistic. I wanted it to look cute and colorful, kind of cartoony fish, like a storybook almost. And painting in the seaweed was a lot of fun. And I also really enjoyed painting that like coral type structure, because I just kind of decided to just jump right into it and try it. And it actually worked out, which I was really surprised, because I thought I would have to keep painting over it and having to fix it a whole bunch of times, but it actually worked out the first time. So I was very pleasantly surprised with that. And I only did a couple of bubbles. I didn't want to overload it with bubbles, so I just have those single bubbles there. Well, there's 4 of them. And if you see me putting water on it and then dabbing off the water, that's just me getting rid of something that I just painted. Like if the acrylic paint is still wet, especially since this is wood, you can just kind of cover that spot with water and then absorb the water with a paper towel, and it kind of erases what you just did. And the part I was looking forward to, not the most, but I was really looking forward to taking off the tape, because I thought it would just be really fun to kind of reveal the clean edges of the wood, because I wanted to preserve the natural color of the wood. I just wanted the one side to have paint on it. I didn't want to get paint on anything else, so I completely covered all of it with tape. It was hard to show the whole thing because of how long it is, but I tried to kind of pan it so you could see. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of different from what I usually do, painting a long scene like this, but I hope you found it interesting, and let me know if you want to see the other one that I plan on doing. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.